Hello, Mr. Elsa. This is Cesar Gallegos. This is my atomic model project. Sorry about the delay. I will explain it later. Anyways, I chose the planetary model. It's not the most, I guess, used one now since we have the electron cloud one, which is more, I guess, explains it better and it makes more sense. But I like this one because we sort of studied it in middle school and I found it interesting. Anyways, first off, it was made back in 1911 by Ernest Rutherford. It was given the name planetary because I'll explain it. So, we all know how the solar system works. It's the sun in the center and all the planets orbiting it. Since the sun has more mass, it attracts them to be orbiting it. That's sort of how it works. The supposed atom worked the same way. The nucleus is in the center, and the negatively charged electrons are orbiting it. One thing that seemed like a problem when it first was introduced, the first model of this model, I guess, only had one sort of shell. It didn't have multiple ones like we see now. It only had one energy level where all the electrons were, not multiple ones. And this posed a problem because, okay, let me explain it. The nucleus is in the center and the electrons on the outside. If all of them are in one, eventually it'll start losing momentum. It'll eventually start losing speed. And that poses a problem because once it stops, because of the nucleus is positively charged and the electron is negatively charged, it'll collide. If that were to happen in real life, it would be unstable. So if this were accurate, every single atom would be unstable, and just didn't make sense. So instead, they decided, well, no, Niels Bohr in 1913, around 2 years later, decided to like renovate or like sort of revise the atom, give it a new look or something, I guess. He made it different so that it makes sense. So, same thing, nucleus in the center, electrons on the outside, but he added multiple shells to sort of indicate like the energy levels, sort of like that. Also, when Niels Bohr and Ernest Rutherford first made this atom, the neutron wasn't actually known to exist. It was just these two. That's all that people thought existed. So later on in 1932, Sir James Chadwick actually found out. And so they revised the atom again after Niels Bohr, and that's how we got the atom, the model of the atom at least. Um, that was it. Thank you. And I'm sorry, sorry.